evening. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Friday, and you know what that means. It's time for SciFridays. As always, I'm your host, the Captain, bringing you the best in sci-fi from years gone by. And, as always, Saturday mornings, SciFridays is brought to you by Are You Game, the best comic collectible video game magic, toy, role-playing, and collectible and more store located at 124 North Sunset Drive, Pick, Ohio 45356. You can find Are You Game on Facebook. You can find the Captain on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can find the Captain because of his other show, Talk and Roll, on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I'm on TikTok. Look up Talk and Roll, TalkNRoll. And you can find us there. And, yeah. So, all right. I know, last week, Star Lost ended. The end, it was done. Never finished. Never gave you a definitive ending. Like a lot of the sci-fi shows that I've been airing, there's really no ending to them. I guess Freaky Links kind of had an ending. You look at it. But we're going to start off this week with a classic, one that you guys all love and enjoy. And that is ISIS, Secret of ISIS. Man, I'm not going to lie. I love the cars in that. Old Firebird and old Camaro. Oh, I love those cars, man. I know it's the super basic Firebird, but come on. Gotta love them. And just thinking those were only just a few years old then. God, those are awesome cars. Big fan of the, but I like American Muscle. So, you know, there's not a whole lot of those cars I don't think are cool. And that couldn't be made cool. I know some of them later on had low horsepower and stuff like that. But you can always fix that. You can always go bigger. So, what was it? It's better than 400 horsepower? 500 horsepower. So, yeah. So, we're going to scoot on over here to ISIS, and we're going to do episode 15, Dreams of Flight.
"O my queen," said the royal sorcerer to Hatshepsut, "with this amulet, you and your descendants are endowed by the goddess Isis with the powers of the animals and the elements. You will soar as the falcon soars, run with the speed of gazelles, and command the elements of sky and earth." 3,000 years later, a young science teacher dug up this lost treasure and found she was heir to the secrets of Isis. And so, unknown to even her closest friends, Rick Mason and Cindy Lee, she became a dual person. Andrea Thomas, teacher.
Almighty Isis.
And Isis, dedicated foe of evil, defender of the weak, champion of truth and justice.
Makes it official. Aeronautics Day. Model planes, gliders, kite flying, rockets, contests, prizes, come one, come all.
You know who will probably win the glider contest? Mark Dawson.
Well, he's a hard one to beat. Besides, I just saw his plane.
But the way he brags, I mean, like he invented model airplanes.
Well, Mark does have a few things to learn.
Yeah, like how to get along with people.
quite a glider, beautifully made. I didn't know you built model airplanes.
Yes. I designed the wings myself. They're special. Here and over here. Gives more of a lift. I have a big model at home. It's just a hobby.
Well, you are going to enter the contest on Friday.
I don't think so.
Why not?
My brother, Raoul,
Yes?
won't let me. He says girls don't do things like make model planes and race them against boys.
Do you think that's fair?
No, but what Raoul says goes.
Would you like me to talk to him?
You can try.
Maybe I can help him to see things a new way. May I borrow this?
Sure.
Just for a short time. I'll show it to my class. And in the meantime, you plan to be there on Friday with your planes. Okay? Hello, flight fans.
Hi.
Hi.
The faculty is not allowed in the contest.
Great wings.
Yeah, nice.
Here comes Mark Dawson. Now we'll get an expert's opinion.
Hi, Mr. Mason. Miss Thomas.
Hello, Mark.
My plane can outfly that junker any day.
Well, it looks pretty good to me. That's an experimental type.
Wing construction's off. It can't fly.
Try it.
I'd say it did okay.
A lucky flight. Hey, who's it belong to?
Chayla Montoya.
Chayla? Come on. I've been making model planes since junior high, and nobody stands a chance against me. You might as well put my name on that trophy right now.
No lack of confidence in that boy.
He's just looking for trouble.
Miss Thomas.
Raoul. I was in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd stop by. How's your mural coming?
What mural?
Well, I thought you were making one of those big wall paintings. Like that one. Now that's a powerful picture.
Well, look at that one.
What about yours?
Forget it. I can't even get started. 3 weeks of sketches and nothing.
You're the best artist we have in our school. Why not do something for Aeronautics Day?
Well, sure, but what?
You could start by speaking with your sister Chayla. I'm sure she'd have plenty of ideas on murals of flying and planes and...
So you know about Chayla's hobby?
I spoke to her today. You know it's more than a hobby.
Oh, sure, Chayla messes around with planes, but what chance has she got? I mean, she's a girl. She'll never get to be an aeronautics engineer.
Why not, Raoul? I know there are a few, but why not Chayla? Give her the chance. Encourage her. Let her enter that contest on Friday for openers.
Maybe you're right. I don't know, I'll see.
Okay.
Thanks, Miss Thomas.
Hey, Montoya!
Oh, hello, Mark.
I was just wondering what you're doing for Aeronautics Day. Of course, it really is an American celebration.
Hey, I'm very proud of my Mexican heritage. I'm also proud to be an American.
And I know you people don't fly planes.
We don't. Well, who do you think flies all the planes in Mexico?
And mostly what you do is paint and scribble on walls.
Our wall painting is part of our history, our tradition.
All right, well, I tell you what. Since you're such an artist, maybe I'll let you repaint my plane. I could use some softer colors. Pretty classy, huh?
Just wait till the contest.
Your sister have one like this?
Yeah?
And I suppose you think it's better, huh?
Well, it is. Excuse me, Mark. I gotta go.
Hey, what about repainting my plane?
Well, you don't want a lot of pictures and Chicano designs on it, do you? See you around.
Hey, párale ahí, chica.
Your grumbles. Hey, what's eating you, Raoul?
Everything. These mural, these blank pages, your planes.
My planes.
You going into that contest?
Yes.
What chance do you have against Mark Dawson and all those other guys?
All my life I've made model planes and dreamed of flying. I can take those dreams and become whatever I want. Plane designer or test pilot, maybe even an astronaut. Please believe in me.
You really think you can do it?
I know I can. And then one day you'll see it on television. Celia Montoya flies her F9000 jet in new record-breaking time.
The whole body would stand and cheer.
Why would they?
Well, we can't let that Mark Dawson walk away with an easy win anyway. Get ready to enter that contest.
Oh, I never thought I'd hear you say that.
Well, I talked to Miss Thomas and it helped me understand things.
My engine needs a new valve. Watch it for me, Raoul. I'll be right back.
Sure. Hey, you just gave me a great idea.
Okay, I borrowed these books from the art department.
They're for Raoul. He needs a theme for his mural.
I've never known Raoul to run out of ideas.
I think it's that big blank wall that scares him.
Well, it takes guts to try a huge painting like that.
He can do it. Let's take those books to him.
We're off.
Say hello to Taylor for me. Will do.
Montoya!
Oh, you again.
Still drawing, huh?
You're really observant.
That's your sister stuff?
Yeah?
Mind if I look?
Look, but don't touch.
Wing design's new. Taylor, think this up.
Yeah.
Can I fly it? Just one quick test flight.
You better ask Chela when she comes back.
She won't let me. I know she won't.
Hey, man, that's not yours.
Afraid I'll find out it's no good, huh?
Hey, it flies.
Then what's the sweat? Don't let your sister tell you what to do.
Hey, man, you don't understand.
Sure I do. She's calling the shots.
Park the car and I'll go after them. Raoul's trapped in a truck. It's on the freeway by now, so I'm gonna call the highway patrols.
Mighty ISIS.
Oh, zephyr winds which blow on high, lift me now so I can fly.
Hi, buddy. It looks like your rig's broken down. What seems to be the problem? Probably overheated.
ISIS!
You never should have gone inside this truck.
Yeah, I know, but a guy tried to steal my sister's plane. I ran after him.
Raoul, you cannot put yourself in danger just because someone else is being foolish.
Oh, I know. Thanks for bailing me out.
Mr. Mason, I didn't know you'd be here. I want to show you something. Raoul, where's my plane? Raoul?
It's lost. It's gone. Stolen. ¿Entiendes?
Gone? You were supposed to guard it. You promised me.
It's my fault.
I was counting on you.
I know.
Where are you going?
To find your plane.
Raoul, wait! Look. Do you recognize this? Yes, I've seen that before.
Me too. Mark Dawson, that old army shirt he wears all the time.
Right. Raoul told me he was determined to fly your plane. I bet he came back here and took your plane while you were gone.
He thought it would fly better than yours.
He won't get it to fly without a new bell.
But he knows where to get one.
The hobby shop. Could we check over there?
Right. Let's go.
Been sawing a lot of those little valves today.
Did a guy in an old army shirt buy one?
Yeah, he came in here right after you did. In fact, he had a plane that looked a little like yours, too.
Did he say where he was going?
No. But I told him if he was going to fly it, he'd need a lot of room.
Don't worry, I won't. I want you in that contest on Friday. I want Shannon to win fair and square.
He's got me beat already. Her plane's better than mine.
If Mark were going to fly, he'd probably come here.
Over there.
My plane!
Isis!
Tempest, Zephyr, winds on high. Lift him now through the sky. It's all right, Mark. The winds will carry you. Swirling forces all surround. Gently fly him to the ground.
Hey, Mark, you all right?
I'd have been a goner if it wasn't for you. And Isis.
She was here a minute ago.
I gotta tell you, Raul. I've really been a dope. Stealing Shayla's plane, and all those stupid things I said about you. About your painting. And the other things. Hey, I'd like to be your friend.
Yeah, I'd like that.
I guess we all learned something today. That it's just not fair to put someone down because she's a girl. Or because he comes from a different background. That's just simply no way to live.
You're right. I guess I'm not so smart about people.
Well, start eating some good Mexican food. You'll get smarter.
Hey, maybe I could help you paint your mural.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know anything about art, but I could help you paint the colors where you tell me to.
All right, you're on. Let's go. It's done.
Ready or not? Ow! We're not waiting any longer.
Well, what do you think?
It's beautiful. It's fantastic. Hey, that's me. On the swing. When I was a kid, I used to do that and dream of flying. That's me.
It's all you, Jenna. You gave me the idea for the mural.
You do believe me. You really do believe I'm gonna fly someday.
And when you do, remember, it was Raul who gave you your wings.
Well, I can't take all the credit. I had some help. I'd like you to meet one of my assistants.
Actually, I was only in charge of cleaning paintbrushes, but... Gracias.
And I'd like to say gracias to both of you. I'm very proud of you.
Christmas season once again is here. The Santa been selected the man of the year. The hip-hop job is the well-known fact. Now 1-900-909 rap. Yes, Santa's got the word, and it's better than toys. My own rap, I'm using boys. For Christmas, wish out a Santa stack. Now 1-900-909 rap. So pick up your phone, sit back, relax, and listen. Kids, before you dial, get your parents' permission. Yo, call right now and share Santa's hip-hop holiday. $2 the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
You just said the magic words, now look what you did. And look what Toys R Us is featuring for less this season. The Kenner Centurion's evil action figures, Dr. Terror and Hacker, $12.97 each, and their sinister Doom Drone Strafer, $8.79. Awesome. Luckily, the Kenner Centurion's heroic action figures are priced right at $12.97 each, with their Skybolt plane, $19.97.
It's the world's biggest Toys R Us. Go!
Hey, hope you guys dig ISIS. Still digging ISIS. It's a fun show, man. They wanted to do Wonder Woman, couldn't do Wonder Woman because so they did this. And is it acceptable? It's like what would happen if you everybody goes, that's what would happen if you ordered Wonder Woman off Wish, and I'm like, no. It's like what would happen, you got Wonder Woman's cousin. So we'll go that direction. So we're going to keep going, and we're going over to The Visitor. The Visitor, you look at it, had a pretty good cast. Had a pretty good pedigree. I mean, you had the cast, you had the producers, you had the Friday night, you had it as the lead into Millennium. We got one season. And you're just like, I wonder if I think it could have went more. This definitely feels like a Starman case. But it's a good show. I enjoyed it. A little cliched at times, but still fun. So this is ISIS. This is ISIS. That's what I get for reading off my paper right here. That's right. This is The Visitor. This is episode 4, and this is Remember.
Friday.
50 years ago, Navy pilot Adam MacArthur was abducted by aliens. Now, he's returned with an incredible mission.
Things are happening, things that could affect the course of history, and I have to interfere before it's too late.
What do you want with those records? Clearly, those are the people that he's targeting.
I know that you're receiving signals from deep space because I'm hearing them too.
Whatever is generating these signals is getting closer.
This is war, and I'm the last line of defense.
What advice put on that rocket?
A thermonuclear laser.
If they use that weapon, they'll start a war.
It's beautiful, isn't it, Melissa?
I like the moving lights.
Like the cars?
Yeah, it looks like the Disney electrical parade. Danny, I wish I could do what you do.
You will. All the work I do is with my brain, and yours works just fine.
Except it can't talk to my muscles.
But it's how you use your mind that's important, right?
Right. Danny, I wish that you were my brother.
You're just saying that.
No.
Advanced work in the study of brainwaves. Personal background: abusive father, multiple foster homes, college dropout. Last seen entering a cult in Los Angeles, California. It's almost time, Melissa.
Could I do it, please?
You remember the password?
Uh-huh.
Wait. There's more?
The landing site?
You bet.
You have violated U.S. airspace. If you do not land immediately, we will be forced to shoot you down. It's coming right at us! You are red and free to engage unknown. Locked and loaded. It's a hit! What did you see? Unidentified, sir. An unidentified flying object.
How the hell do you expect me to explain this one to the Congressional Investigation Committee, Vice? Your happy trigger finger went and triggered off another Waco. I need to come up with some answers, and fast.
That's why you get paid the big bucks, sir.
I simply explained that the suspect, Adam MacArthur, took refuge within the cult, and you had no choice
Don't
but
you
to...
understand the position I'm in here? This had national press coverage. It can't be swept away. It was broadcast on national television.
Perhaps the senator thinks that we should have knocked and asked if MacArthur could come out and play.
Oh, shut up, Vice. Senator, this is what you've got to do. You tell him that Colonel Vice was in California for the launching of the Extra-Atmospheric Radio Telescope. Now explain that to him, Vice. Start talking.
The telescope was successfully launched. The unidentified object being tracked was on a clear course toward Earth. MacArthur joined Omega, an abduction cult, in an attempt to avoid capture.
How are you feeling? Simple words, but filled with humanity. And that's the irony. It wasn't until I was taken that I found someone who cared enough to ask. After my abduction, I'd realized that I'd been called. And I at last knew my purpose. You don't have to be an abductee to join our community. Many of our members have not had an encounter, but they have found true peace and a deeper meaning in their lives. And as we wait for the glorious day when we will ascend, we rejoice in these simple gifts. Thank you.
Well, thanks very much.
Every member is treasured for his or her contribution.
Hello, friend. How are you feeling today?
Pretty good, thanks. What's playing?
Leave behind the emptiness of your current life and join us.
Channel Omega, our own television broadcast.
Special skills.
All our members get to speak to the public as often as they'd want. Imagine really being heard by all those people.
Must be very gratifying.
It is. What's your name?
Adam.
Are you interested in joining our community? Adam.
Hello, Adam. Let me buzz you in.
The Omega. We had dismissed this cult as a group of fanatics. We're not sure whether MacArthur joined Omega or Omega joined MacArthur. Either way, it was a deal with the devil.
Welcome, Adam. We've been expecting you. I'm Catherine, your facilitator. Please, come in. It's my job to help you get settled into our little group. So if you have any questions or worries, needs, just ask.
Okay.
Let me take you on a quick tour before I show you your room. This is our school. Eventually, you'll be given a work assignment that best suits your skills, but for the first couple of days, we want you to just get comfortable. Over here, we're planting a vegetable garden. We're short a green thumb or two if you're interested.
I've been told I have a way with plants.
Well, good. I'll keep it in mind. Please, come over here. We also broadcast our television channel through our webpage on the internet.
Global access, amazing thing.
Yes, we get well over 1,000 hits a day. Please, come this way. Now, this is your room. It only has one TV, but you get 4 channels at once.
3 more than I need.
This is for you. We'll go to the bank once you fill out the power of attorney.
I don't have a bank.
Oh, where do you keep your assets?
Guess I don't have any. Is that a problem?
No, absolutely not. We believe that everyone has something to contribute, that we're all here for a reason, and we'll find yours.
Mommy? My music box broke.
Oh.
And Danny's too busy to fix it.
Okay, sweetie, I'm coming. Adam, relax and get settled in. There's snacks in the kitchen and dinner's at 7. Oh, and be sure to stop by the studio. Thomas will want to greet you. Here, let me see that.
There are whole days I can't remember. Lost. From the time I was 6 or 7, they'd come. They'd take me. Thomas says my pain was caused because I didn't understand. Thomas helped me face my abduction and rechannel my energy. Life is harder for those of us who've been taken. But when the great day comes, we will be released into joy. Thomas loves me. He loves us all. Can I help you?
Lots of
Go ahead and recalibrate.
bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Ah, Adam, welcome. We're very glad to have you join us.
Glad to be here, Thomas.
We're about to tape some new members. You can be next. Just talk about whatever's on your mind.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ready.
Who is? None of us is prepared for this existence. That's why it's so important to focus on the future, on the sign. And then we will begin the rapture, our ascent to joy. Thanks to Danny.
No, thanks to you.
As soon as Danny's work is finished, we'll prepare the landing site, the ship will land, and we'll begin our journey. We're close, so close I can feel it. Now you have work to do, young man. Carry on.
What sign are you waiting for, Thomas?
Come. See for yourself. We can tune into every terrestrial broadcast signal. When the sign comes, we'll catch it. Now it's time for your testimonial. Testimonials are an important responsibility, Eddie. Come on.
Hello. I've just arrived, and I'd like to say how impressed and touched I am. Everyone's so accepting of me. I'm a stranger. I guess that's what it's about. Accepting strangers and providing a family. And I haven't been with my own family in a very long time.
It's gonna be okay, all right? Hold on, you're gonna be fine. It's a seizure. She has cerebral palsy and sometimes her brain misfires and... It's gonna be okay, Missy. I promise, all right? Missy, it's gonna be okay. Easy. Thank you. I'm Danny.
It's nice to meet you, Danny. You can call me Adam.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for helping me.
You're welcome, Melissa. Some hi-fi setup.
No, it's not.
You don't know a lot, do you?
I see. I'll be ready.
Sorry.
That's okay. Electronics sure have changed a lot since I was a kid. Did you learn all this in school?
I spent 2 years at Caltech before I came here.
Modified the focal point.
Thought you said you didn't know very much about this stuff.
Quick study.
Yeah, well, I'm working on destructive interference. You know, how like you use a sound to cancel out another sound.
No.
All right, I'll show you. Go bang that drum over there. All right, Missy. Huh? Now, do it again.
How do you know that?
I created the exact opposite noise. So when the two sound waves mix, they cancel each other out. Okay, now try this. And aim it right there.
There? You're blocking the light waves.
No. Not blocking. Canceling. I'm creating the exact opposite light waves. So when the two meet, they cancel each other out too. Pretty neat, huh?
You're making anti-television. That's a great idea.
Actually, I'm not just working with light and sound waves. I can do it with electricity too. And other stuff.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Thomas, quick, it's a sign!
There it is, the sign!
Patch into deck B. Rotate immediately.
I can feel it. It's time. I know it is. I just know it.
Yes, Davy Hyde has hooked the fish again. That's 4 good hooks. Gives Davy Hyde about 10 pounds. Look to go, Davy. He hung in there.
Daniel. You're behind schedule. You've been wasting time today, not concentrating. When the sign comes, we must be ready.
I know, Tom. I'm sorry. It takes time.
Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking. All of us work hard to give you a home and a family. All we ask in return is that you do your part. Is that too much to ask? That you show some consideration, some respect for the rest of us? And make a contribution to this family? Is it?
Hello? I've just arrived. And I've got to say how touched I am. Everyone's been so accepting of me. And I'm a stranger to them.
We got another one that's looking for the dysfunctional family he's never had.
I guess that's what it's all about.
Grab that frame.
Accepting strangers.
Do.
Cross-check this with FBI subversives. Modem it to Washington right away. I want an ID on this guy before morning. Something about him makes my nose twitch.
These agents have filed formal complaints about you with the Congressional Investigation Committee.
On what grounds?
Sabotaging Bureau operations by abusing your NSA jurisdiction.
As far as I'm concerned, nothing's out of my jurisdiction, Senator.
Sounds like that's part of the problem, Colonel.
Look, Vice, just explain exactly what happened. We'll decide how to spin it to the investigation committee.
We were finishing procedures on Eagle 1 when I received word of a power outage in Los Angeles.
Colonel, you might want to take a look at this. A third of Los Angeles was blacked out last night.
Heatwave will do that, Sergeant. Folks just have to crack open a few more windows.
That's not all, sir. NSA satellite picked it up. All the lights in a 5-mile radius were out, except for that.
Sweet mother.
What is it, sir?
X marks the spot.
Colonel?
It's a landing strip.
Sergeant Roberts? Sir, an Agent Lawson just motored a picture of MacArthur to Washington. Wilcox is heading straight to Los Angeles.
And so are we. This is Vice.
I'd like to say how impressed and touched I am. Everyone's so accepting of me. And I'm a stranger to
I take
them.
it you know him.
I guess that's what it's all about.
Not as well as we'd like to, ma'am.
What's your interest, Lawson?
I might ask you the same.
Ladies first.
Watch yourself, Agent. Southern charm makes me break out in hives.
Goes by the name of Adam MacArthur.
Alias?
The assumed identity of a dead man. We believe he's a highly trained assassin.
And he came to the right place. I got this tape of him off Channel Omega.
Which is?
A television broadcast from the estate across the street. We've been monitoring them for almost a week.
Naughty movies.
Techno-terrorism disguised as religion. They're a UFO cult. Use the channel to spread the word.
No law against televangelism.
But there is a law against blacking out a city of 3.5 million people.
Could you turn that down, please?
Sure. How are they involved?
We traced the power disruption to their house.
What'd they do? Plug in too many toasters?
What kind of technology makes that possible?
If I knew that, I could get a warrant and go in.
Why do you think MacArthur showed up here?
Well, I could feel your hat was conjecture, but it still wouldn't fit.
How long before you have the goods to go in?
We're almost there. As long as you 3 cowboys don't spook him into doing something stupid, we should have a warrant in 24 hours.
Spook them. They don't already know that you're here.
Not a clue.
3 new FBI agents.
Yep, they arrived this morning.
When the sign comes, we must proceed with the rapture. Nothing must stop us. You understand that, Danny, don't you? You'll have your project completed in time, won't you?
Yes, Thomas.
How are you feeling?
My music box won't play.
Maybe it's all tired out.
But it's not fair. It's not even old. My dad gave it to me before my mom and I left.
Let me take a look.
Thanks, Adam. You're just like Danny. He takes care of me.
You spend a lot of time with Danny.
Sure, somebody's got to help him with this project and stuff. Since the new transmitter showed up, it's going to happen real soon. And he's got to be ready.
What's happening really soon?
We all go up into the spaceship. Mama says the men in the spaceship will help my brain so my muscles can work.
Is that why she brought you here?
Uh-huh. But the bad men across the street don't want us to go, so that's why Thomas has guns.
Thomas has guns?
Everybody gets one if the bad men come.
Let's hope that doesn't happen, okay?
Sure.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you. It works. I knew you could do it. I knew it. I'm gonna go show Mom right now.
He never, well, no one ever really truly saw me. Who I was deep inside. That I wasn't worthless. That my life could mean something. that I could help my disabled daughter. To believe
Why are you
in
watching that
limitless
crap?
possibilities.
It's not all crap.
I've learned that
This
I
woman
am
got
not
out of an
bound.
abusive relationship and found
I'm not perfect,
unconditional love and support.
I am valid.
And we all need a little unconditional love and support, Laura.
Every day by the love
What's the
and
matter?
support of
Wilcox don't hug you enough?
I was at the end of my rope when I found
They have an interesting message about this life being a classroom. How we're all
be us.
learning.
Good golly, Miss Molly, you get brainwashed. Not that you got a whole lot of brain to wash.
Without bound, without limit. That's what it means to belong here. And we welcome all who would join us. All of my new family.
You're working hard.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up. I've almost got the wave generator finished, but I'm not done with the program to run it, and I've got to finish before
Before the mothership comes. It's important that you listen to me right now. There is no mothership.
It's ridiculous. Of course there is. I've been there. Thomas says it's coming back.
I know Thomas is like a father to you.
Thomas loves me. He would never lie to me.
I'm not saying he's lying. I'm saying maybe he's wrong.
He's not wrong. He was abducted too, just like I was.
You weren't abducted, and neither was Thomas.
Yes, I was. You don't know, okay?
I do know, because I was taken. I've been with them.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You're lying.
I need your scanner. Open your eyes, Danny. See what happened to me.
Who are you?
Take a look at this, quick.
Hang on. I'll be right there.
My son, do you know what you have witnessed?
Did you see it too?
It was the sign, Daniel. The sign. It's him. He is the messenger. Let the rapture begin.
Any sign of eyes?
No, sir.
Let's hope it stays that way.
He's been sniffing us out a little quicker than we've been sniffing him out. How you figure he does that?
I suspect he has a friend inside the Bureau.
You're not going to believe this. The Omega just declared MacArthur their messenger from the mothership.
Turn it up. Let's hear it.
In a way not even I could have anticipated. The sign has come, not as a signal, but incarnate. The sign has been made flesh in the form of a man, who we know and have welcomed into our community as Adam. Now we must show our faith. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Joy hovers overhead, waiting for our signal of readiness, of acceptance. Daniel's work is almost done. Soon, very soon, we will rise into rapture.
What have you finished? What are you working on?
Electroencephalographic signals.
Brainwaves.
Designed a destructive interference signal that will cancel all wave fields within a 2-mile radius of the transmitting antenna.
Everyone in that radius will die. Why would you want that?
Thomas says we have to clear.
Thomas is wrong.
Thomas says we have to clear the landing area of contamination.
By killing everyone.
Not us, silly.
The whole studio's shielded. We'll be safe in here.
The symbol of the coming unification is at hand. Welcome, the messenger.
Thomas has told you that I am the messenger, that I bring you the sign that the mothership is ready to accept you, and you believe him. Do you believe me? Do you believe that I bring you the truth? This is a critical point in our history, and I am a messenger, but I'm not bringing the message that you're expecting. This plan for the rapture, taking of innocent lives, is wrong.
Thomas!
Sweet mother, look at here.
Over there.
Who the hell is that?
This is supposed to be a covert surveillance, Vise. Why don't you just advertise your presence on the side of a billboard?
You're just jealous because mine's bigger than yours.
You are compromising a very delicate operation here.
What's delicate? Arthur's inside and I'm going to get him.
What is with you, Vise? Are you afraid that if we catch him first, we'll find out the truth?
The truth is, you have no idea how dangerous MacArthur really is. His actions jeopardize the security of this whole country.
Can't make an ID on that second.
Daniel! Where is he? Where's Daniel? Daniel! Daniel! When will it be ready?
Dang, maybe 2 days.
That's not good enough!
It takes time, Thomas. The wave generator's unstable.
You're jeopardizing everything. Do you understand?
Yes.
I didn't hear you.
Yes.
I didn't hear you.
Yes, Thomas.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
Don't. Stop it. Stop it. Leave him alone. Leave him alone, Thomas.
Forgive me. I'm sorry.
Sir, everything's in place, sir. We could be ready to deploy at your command.
You hear that, Lawson? I'm going in with or without your feeble crew.
I'll notify Agent Wilcox.
You do that. Make sure you save my box seat.
Danny, are you okay?
Thomas is under an immense amount of pressure. Sometimes he loses his temper. I can take it.
Come here. Danny, listen to me. I have a computer disk that contains the names of people who have the power to change the course in history, and you are one of those people.
I know. I'm making it possible for the rapture.
No, not that. Your work with brain manipulation will revolutionize medicine. You're on the wrong path.
My path is with Thomas.
Your path is to develop new treatments for people with neuro disorders like Melissa.
I can't help Missy.
Cerebral palsy is caused by the brain's inability to control muscle movement. Now, when you discover how to permanently redirect brainwave activity, you will change the world.
But Thomas said the mothership is our salvation, our destiny. He said I was chosen because of my abduction.
It's natural to bury a painful reality under a more palatable fantasy, Danny.
You're lying. You're testing my faith.
I'm not lying. You know I'm not. It's your turn.
What are you talking about?
It's time to see the truth, Danny. This is your real father.
Are you a moron?
This is why you'd rather think you were abducted.
Moron! Moron! course you can.
No, I mean, I can't leave. They always know where I am.
We thought it was better to keep Danny safe at all times. His work is so crucial.
So excited. I know. I want to bring that too. So what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to bring my baseball mitt. I'm going to bring my cards. Okay, but we have to be back.
How can this be the sign? He can't be the messenger.
He is. He must be.
He betrayed us. He tried to take Danny away.
The taking of human form has given him the weakness of human flesh, which he was not prepared for. We must begin the rapture immediately, before any more members lose their resolve. Danny? I can't. You must. I will not let you stop us. Please, Danny, don't make me hurt you.
So kill me then, Thomas. It won't solve your problem. The program is password protected.
How could you betray your family? Do it! Do it!
No.
Danny?
Melissa! Danny can't remember his password, but you know what it is, don't you, honey? Come on, what's Danny's password?
Missy, don't.
You have to tell me. It's very important. Danny's just scared, that's all. But you're not scared, sweetie. No, you're a big girl.
Mommy?
Remember why I brought you here? Because it was the only way to help make you better. But I can't make you better unless you tell me the password. Please, sweetheart. We have to go to the mothership.
The password's Missy.
Catherine! Thomas, don't! Thomas, don't!
It's working. What the hell is that?
We're moving. Let's go.
Let's move it out now! Mobilize! Take power! Take your position!
Take out the tower now.
Clear! Clear!
Okay. Go! 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 Let's move it! Go! Come on!
Get out! We need to go! Take out more trucks! Get your shot!
We cannot stop the rapture. We must defend ourselves.
This is Colonel James 5 of the NSA! You are ordered to surrender Ed MacArthur! Immediately!
Where is he?
We must protect the messenger.
Send MacArthur out and no one will get hurt! I repeat, send out MacArthur! Go full automatic. Designated break-in. High safety! Take extra clips! Everyone get through weapon!
She is. She's not here with the other kids.
We'll find her. Let's go this way.
No one goes in.
Put the gun down, Catherine.
Where's Missy?
She's safe inside with Thomas.
Let us in. It's over.
It's not over. I'm gonna help my little girl. Thomas will make it work.
It can't work. They've knocked the antenna down. If Thomas tries to restart the wave generator, it's gonna feed back into the studio.
No!
Missy! Missy! No! Help us! Help us!
Melissa, Mommy's here. Don't die, sweetie. Please don't die.
It's my fault. It's my fault, everything. Thomas, Missy.
Her pulse is fading.
I killed them.
I can't explain that to you, Sarah.
You know me?
I need your help.
That's rich. You need my help. Are you Adam MacArthur?
No, he disappeared in 1947.
Then who are you?
Somebody with a destiny to fulfill. Now you're part of it.
Don't move. None of you. Stay where you are.
We're running out of time here, Sarah.
Where the hell's my backup? Hurry! Hurry, let's go! Oh! Mommy!
Help me!
Still fancy joining?
I got the Federal Bureau of Unconditional Love.
What say we get a little something to eat?
On me.
Lordy, it's a national holiday.
Tell me, what happened to you in the studio?
Nothing. Just played firefighter, that's all.
I was hoping maybe you, cornered MacArthur.
Turned out he wasn't even in there.
Just ask that you keep a tighter rein on him.
No problem.
I'm gonna take a big hit here.
You'll be all right.
For your sake, I better be.
You're skating on thin ice, Colonel. Jeopardizing the NSA's reputation for a bunch of stargazing cult lunatics? Need I remind you, stripes can come off.
They may be kooks, but they didn't have it wrong, sir. Something's out there. Something's coming.
Vice.
And sooner than you fools think.
Next Friday on The Visitor.
Time is running out. You saw me, for the first time in 30 years.
How did you do that?
You were assigned to a classified government project.
He assisted in a program analyzing objects of unknown origin, extraterrestrial artifacts.
What happened to those pieces, man? I need to find those pieces.
What are these things?
Find MacArthur so you'll have your answer.
Now, the time is near for the millennium on Fox.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
You just said the magic words, now look what you did. And look what Toys R Us is featuring for less this season. The Kenner Centurion's evil action figures, Dr. Terror and Hacker, $12.97 each, and their sinister Doom Drone Strafer, $8.79. Awesome. Luckily, the Kenner Centurion's heroic action figures are priced right at $12.97 each, with their Skybolt plane, $19.97.
It's the world's biggest Toys R Us. Go!
It's the Clauses, everybody. Have a chicken McNugget. Don't worry, it's under 63 calories. Rudy, be a dear and open another 20-pack.
McDonald's Chicken McNuggets 20-pack makes every holiday party happy and fun.
Aren't we having fun? Mingle, mingle. Tiny Tim, tiny as ever. Take two.
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
Time for McDonald's gift certificates, 50 cents each, or a book of 10 for $5.
Al's in a 1-hour special. When the Tanners lose Al, he makes some new friends to get back home. It's Al's special Christmas. Then, Philip Michael Thomas hosts an all-new Motown Merry Christmas with the Pointer Sisters, the Temptations, and many more in Motown's Merry Christmas, a night of specials Monday.
You know, pull this out, and I can tell people what I want for Christmas. Because back in the day, if you got one of these for Christmas, you'd be mad. Now, if I got one of these for Christmas, I'd be like, oh, sweet, look, it's an alien, or, Star Wars knockoffs. Planet of the Apes knockoffs. I'm like, this stuff is so awesome. Craziness that happens when I get older. I'm actually happy to get knockoffs. So, hey, hope you guys still dig The Visitor, because we're going to be scooting right along to part 2 from last week. And we're going to be doing some Super Force. You know, it's kind of funny because I noticed something. When the Hulk ended, Lou Ferrigno just went to doing guest spots on like everything. He was on Night Court. He was on this. He's always played the big bad guy. And you're just like, yeah, and he's probably going over to Italy and making his Hercules or Sinbad or Hercules movies and stuff like that. But I always thought Lou Ferrigno could have went to something else after Hulk. But I get he was typecast, and he really didn't, people didn't know who he was, but man, somebody could have picked him up. Instead, we just get this guest spot, so like on this episode. This is Super Force, episode 4, season 1, and this is Eugene, part 2. Enjoy.
It is the year 2020, and the world has changed. 2020, times are tough. This man's tougher.
I can't believe you still practice such primitive medicine in this country.
Yeah? Well, we do the best we can. So the last thing you remember is this Eugene creature was having a Mexican standoff with some guy in a black armored suit.
You're controversial superforce detective, you know that.
Okay. So what about Zach Stone, huh? I heard he was assigned to help you.
He's slowing me down, so I left him behind.
Zach was slowing you down? Well, that's a good one.
So Superforce interfered with an international arrest. Is that right, Detective?
Look, why don't you go chase a fire truck, huh, before I interfere with your future?
Private agents fighting for their own justice. What's the word you Americans use? Quaint.
I'm very disappointed Detective Stone was not present when Inspector Zeitgeist was assaulted by our local vigilantes.
With all due respect, I wish you'd stop lumping Superforce in with this other creep.
Who is a creep and who isn't is not the subject at hand, Captain Frost. What we're trying to determine is where Stone was during the confrontation.
As you know, I've been laid up.
Of course you have. We won't bother you again. We wish you a hasty and healthy recovery.
Thanks a million.
I tried to fix your suit. I didn't have the right materials.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, it looks perfect. How did you do it?
I had special training and scientific verification.
You know, you're one of 3 people who know who wears that suit. Well, 2.5, really.
The half is E.B. Hungerford. You talking this flavor?
Okay. So you know my secret. And I know where you are.
Good relationships are based on mutual need.
You know, I bet he's ducking me because I beat him at chess. He's such a lousy sport.
I simply cannot find him, FX. It's as if he's vanished from the face of the earth.
Don't say that, Mr. H. Are you sending out the recall program?
Of course. If he's vanished, he's taken the suit with him.
I gotta find him. We've got to. I guess I should let him win one game, huh?
Eugene, Captain. U is the 21st letter of the alphabet, standing for the fact that this man was the product of the 21st attempt to create a genetically perfect human being.
Sort of a test tube baby gone wild, huh?
Eugene was very nearly ideal, Captain. But Bergman, the scientist who spearheaded the experiment, added to Eugene's makeup the genes of artists, poets, and so gave him an ultimately unstable makeup.
Unstable?
He became emotional, unpredictable, dangerous. I'm so sorry. I broke my wrist, you know.
Come in! There's a guy here to see you. Says it has to do with the missing monster.
They wanted me to come here to plant the seed of war. But war is bad. In your country, I saw people help each other. I saw freedom. I didn't mean to hurt your lady friend. She attacked me, and I reacted as I was trained to. I'm very ashamed. to be lost and forgotten in this part of the city. But I was lonely. So lonely. I want to find a place where I could live like an ordinary person. Is that too much to dream of?
I'm here with the police, Eugene! Give yourself up and nothing will happen to you!
We can fight them. We're stronger than they are.
Eugene, you said you hated war. Now, this is only a small war, but it could be just as deadly. Listen, man, you were right when you said this is a great country. When they understand that all you want is a chance at life, they will let you go.
You'll kill me.
I won't let him.
Eugene will come out in exchange for a promise of diplomatic immunity.
This is none of your business, Superforce.
Demands turning himself in. This is standard police procedure even in your country.
Let him come out!
Furthermore, I do not wish to spend my time worrying about you, Zachary Stone. In the vernacular of my youth, it really flips me out.
Oh, no, look, please don't do that. I mean, it makes me nauseous. Look, EB, I'm sorry, but there was nothing that I could do.
Why didn't you contact us via the radio in your nightstick? We didn't put it there for laughs.
The entire suit malfunctioned. Until Eugene fixed it.
Till Eugene fixed it. I have to admit, this dude's pretty good. And, with a little practice, your gargantuan Mr. Fix-It could almost put me out of business.
Yeah, but you're a much better dancer.
Thanks. Wait a minute, Zach, what are you doing? Snooping around in other people's closets? Mr. H, why don't you help him?
I've done all I can. There simply isn't any obtainable information on Inspector Gunter Zeitgeist.
Well, he's definitely got official authorization, but no personal history whatsoever. I mean, it's like this guy was born yesterday.
Well, maybe he was. If they could create Eugene, anything's possible.
Well, whatever he did, man, when he took that bullet out of my side, man, it healed in a snap. See ya.
Wait a minute, man on a mission. Where you going?
Back to the precinct before they give my desk away.
Can I come along? I'd really like to meet Eugene.
Okay, just don't arm wrestle him, all right?
Never tempted.
Eugene's gone? Gone where?
I don't know, Zach. Their papers were in order and I had to let them have him.
Who, Carla? Who are they, huh? I mean, why aren't we following standard police procedures in this case?
Look, I don't have to answer to you, Detective, or anybody else in this precinct. I don't get to make the rules around here, and neither do you. I take my orders from above.
Fine. I know who to talk to.
Zach,
You're becoming quite a regular here, Detective Stone.
Yeah, sorry about that, but Eugene was my assignment. I have the right to know what's happened to him.
The man known as Eugene was granted diplomatic immunity. In accordance with international law, that gives him the right to be tried in his own country by a group of his peers.
Wait a minute, he doesn't want to go back to his country. I mean, he doesn't have any peers. Don't you understand this, that he is the only one like him in the whole world?
I'm afraid it's out of our hands, Detective Stone. We can't afford to create an international incident.
Nor is there any reason to do so. You accused my country of dropping a Frankenstein monster into Metroplex, which I, of course, denied. But in point of fact, you were correct. Eugene is indeed an experiment gone wrong, and he must be destroyed.
Destroyed? He's a human being, man. And you don't stamp malfunction across his forehead and wipe him out. You reason with him.
Eugene is no longer your assignment, Detective Stone. Your friendly neighborhood superforce did your job for you.
Okay. Then is it possible for me to at least see him before you deport him?
I don't see why not.
Thank you.
What did they do to you, Eugene?
I'm glad you came. I like company.
Do you recognize me?
I can't think very well. They gave me injections.
I'm really sorry about this, man. This whole thing is my fault. And I didn't realize how much power that Zeitgeist had. But I'm gonna get you out of this, okay? I'm gonna find a way for you to live your dreams. Trust me.
You remind me of a friend of mine. I forget his name. He's the only friend I've ever had.
Expected this. Running it down.
Good work, Superforce. Now there's only the three of us.
The downfall of your society will undoubtedly be your uncontrollable sentimentality.
And the downfall of your society will be your complete inability to give a damn about anybody.
So, what will it be, my friend? You think you can stun me before I can destroy this beautiful creature? Or shall I shoot you first?
That's enough, Eugene.
He says that I'm the experiment that failed. But I'm not. He is. He's a Z-gene. The product of the 26th test. The ideal they wanted. A murderer.
Let him live, Eugene, or you won't be any better than he is.
I don't know where to go.
Anywhere you want. It's a big world when you're free.
Maybe one day I'll come back here.
If you do, promise me one thing.
What?
You'll look up Zach Stone.
Remember that crazy bunch you grew up with?
Those kids were terrific.
Now you can see them again when the whole gang gets together for a very Brady Christmas, Friday.
Dip into the holiday spirit with something new. McDonald's Holiday Chicken McNuggets in festive 9 and 20-piece packs. Tasty chunks of chicken and 2 new sauces. Tangy cranberry with a twist of orange and sweet apple spiced with cinnamon. Better chime in before holiday McNuggets are gone.
Come on, Sparky. Look at this. You still look sad.
The only one with the unexpected twist of Lyman. Hopes your holiday has a little unexpected smile.
Whew. And I'm not gonna lie, Captain had a big weekend last weekend. Did the show, did everything last week. Had to shop, did a comic book show Sunday. I was wore out, so wore out. But I still managed to get you guys a new episode of Group Therapy TV. I got home from the convention and then almost immediately came down here, got cleaned up, and started shooting my show. So, that's how much I love you guys. So, alright, hope you guys still dig Superforce. Yet again, we do the joke, so it's like what happened if you had ordered RoboCop off Wish. And, that's how you get Superforce. I know some people that hate this show. I thought it was fun. It was goofy. It was very low budgety and syndicate-y, and I'm not going to lie. I enjoy it so because it's so goofy. So, all right, we're going to keep going, and we're going to the show I brought you last week, SciFriday Factor. SciFriday Factor was a syndicated anthology show based on the shady government organization that monitors these things. And I'm like, that's a great idea to kind of take your anthology show and make it so that there is an overlying story arc. I dig it. And it's got Dan Aykroyd. The first one last week had a very young Ryan Gosling in it, and it's hilarious. Debuted in 1999. I don't believe I started watching it until 2001, because I think it was on late night WB. Mark, my buddy Mark, remembers it being on. He thinks it was on CBS late nights on like a Thursday, and I'm like, I don't remember that at all. But I remember watching it evenings on syndicated on the WB network back in the day. So here you guys go. This is Sci Factor, and this is the episodes Possession and Man Out of Time.
Are inspired by the actual case files of the Office of Scientific Investigation and Research.
Is that good? Oh, yeah. Hey, kitty, you like my beef tenderloin, huh?
It smells great, honey.
Yeah, our new friend likes my cooking.
You gonna feed that cat her dinner, are you?
You want to try some?
I think I'll wait till it's cooked.
Ditto. I'll get it. Hello. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, I heard. I'll deal with it first thing in the morning. Tonight, head office said the numbers were fine. Okay, all right, fine. Listen, come by and we'll go over them again tonight. Yeah, Frank's right here. He's...
Demonic possession, occupation of an individual's soul by the devil, is a primitive belief. Yet despite centuries of social advancement, many still appeal to demonic lore in explaining some disturbing and frightening events. Paul Tanner, software developer, gourmet cook, proud owner with his wife Kelly of a restored Victorian-era San Francisco house, is very much your modern man. But when the foundations of his life were shaken by wrenching visions, fueled through an image of the devil, everyone assumed that this force had set out to capture his soul. Was Paul Tanner battling an evil influence over the control of his spirit? This was the question facing the OSIR in case number 67102.
Get away from me!
Father, you've got to help him.
Mrs. Campbell, I've had very little experience in these matters. There's been no time to prepare.
I'm begging you, Father, please. We've tried everything.
We know your hidden sins. Father, we see through your lies.
Maligne spiritus. Listen to me, deformity, listen well. Almighty Father, grant strength to your servants to fight against this evil one. I command you, O evil spirit, through God Almighty the Father, through Jesus Christ, and through the Holy Spirit, that you depart this his vassal Paul Tanner, whom now you hold captive. Exi. Do not release him. The devil may just be hiding. Mrs. Tanner, this is unlike anything that I have ever seen. But I will do all I can to free his soul. Now I must talk to my superiors about this matter. But perhaps there is another way to help.
Connor Doyle, case manager, file number 67102, day 1, Tanner residence. Initial sweep reports no anomalous energy fields. Radiation levels are within an acceptable range. No unusual environmental conditions that would precipitate the subject's condition.
Perimeter secured, Connor. Witnesses have signed releases. They're ready to be interviewed.
Then let's get started.
All right.
I don't know. What do you want me to say? I mean, I know these people about 6 months now. They're good people.
Lately, you can sort of get a sense that it's coming on. But the first time that it happened, there was absolutely no warning.
Well, I'm not an official exorcist in the eyes of the church. You could say it's beyond my field of expertise.
He's like he's psychotic or something. I mean, he's screaming. He starts throwing lamps around. He goes completely nuts.
But it kept happening. And the last thing that I wanted to think about was that he was possessed.
I understand that when you enter a room and the devil is there, yes, you can feel a presence.
It's just horrible. 1 minute Paul's fine, and the next he's this monster that I don't know. That I don't know.
I have like a sensation that I've done something horrible.
With Paul Tanner, I couldn't directly sense this kind of evil. And after trying unsuccessfully to exorcise the demon, it was decided that we should contact your office and see if you people could help in this matter.
I brought him to the hospital to have our doctor run some tests on him. And he ran a lot of tests on him, but he came up with nothing. What do you do when you're afraid of your own husband?
I have no recollection of it other than it hurts. I have no control. I can't explain it. Could I have some water?
Case file update. The witness to the episode, one Frank Kelterborn, a friend of the Tanner family, will remain on site for the duration of the investigations so as to maintain a controlled environment. Dr. Corliss, OSIR team psychiatrist, continues with her psychological assessment. She will hypnotically regress Paul Tanner to try to obtain a clear account of the claimed occurrence.
V, W, X, Y, and relax. Paul, can you hear me?
His pulse is well over 80. He's exhibiting tremendous physical and mental stress.
Paul, remember, you are relaxing. Relaxing. Can you take us back to May 16th at 8 p.m.? Where are you?
My house. The living room.
Who is with you?
Demons.
Deformity.
3 of them.
What do they want?
My soul. They want to take me.
File number 67102, day 2. Environmental assessment complete. Data pouch containing air, water, and soil samples being sent to headquarters for further analysis. Thus far, all baseline results are normal. Proceeding with on-site surveillance of the Tanner house.
His account of the episode is a delusional reverse of the other witnesses.
Could he be suffering ongoing mental problems?
I don't think so. This is more like a localized traumatic reaction to something.
He has no history of mental illness. What's he reacting to?
Background, archival, and field checks reveal nothing unusual.
What else is going on here? What about his job, his relationships?
Well, Tanner's heading up a bid for a large software contract. It's not going particularly well. Maybe he's a nervous breakdown waiting to happen.
That doesn't mesh with his psychological profile. He's absorbed by his work, not overwhelmed by it.
So why the psychotic episodes? Sounds like post-trauma disorder.
Except there's no evidence of any trauma in his life.
What about Father Martin?
Well, although he's not an experienced exorcist, he did follow the strictures of the church closely. Now, apparently Tanner spoke in tongues, forswore all religious artifacts.
Does Father Martin think Tanner's possessed?
He says he's never seen anything like it.
Connor?
Yeah?
You guys better check this out. Surveillance cams, have them in Sector 9.
Turn up the audio.
I can't take this any longer. I think he's getting worse.
I know. And even if they can help him, you'll never know. Could still be inside him. Waiting. It's kind of dangerous for you to be alone with him.
It's just not fair.
Kill the sound.
All this extreme behavior from marital stress?
It's a variable we'll take under consideration.
Regardless, I don't believe the combination of marital and professional stress could account for Paul's episodes.
People, we have a situation developing.
Sedate this man.
I'm on it.
He's losing it.
And in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's get him upstairs.
I'll find a man to watch him tonight.
He's gonna be okay.
Case file update. I remain very concerned that Kelly Tanner has also experienced an unexplained violent episode. Dr. Corliss's medical examination of the Tanners showed that Paul Tanner suffered a dislocation of his left shoulder during the struggle with the team. For their own safety, they've been sedated and are being kept under round-the-clock watch. Blood work from the couple has been sent to the OSIR labs. We expect results in 24 hours. Is this phenomenon spreading?
Hard to say. Classical possessions rarely involve more than one subject. Could it be a form of schizophrenia?
Not likely. The psych assessments we did would have turned something up. And we've basically ruled out psychological stress as a source. So, any possible transference of Paul's behavior onto Kelly doesn't track.
We need more data. Donner, keep digging. Remember, the exorcism eased Paul's pain earlier. At this point, anything's possible. Let's keep that in mind.
Frank? Can't leave the house.
Oh, come on. Just give me an hour alone.
I'm sorry, it's a controlled environment.
It's all right, Donahue. What's the matter, Frank?
Oh, I'm just going a little crazy in that house.
Yeah,
Can get to you sometimes.
So how's Gilly and Paul?
They're resting for now.
Look, Professor, I'm not very religious, but this invasion of a demon of the human body and soul,
You're worried you'll be next.
I mean, if it's spreading.
The chances of a demonic possession being transmitted are remote. Relax.
Sure, I've heard things late at night from the Tanner house. Screams and things breaking. That is one marriage from hell.
What about strange lights, fumes?
We're talking screaming, okay? Hasn't been this nutty around here since the quake '89 when it knocked down nearly all the chimneys on this block.
Do you know the Tanner's neighbors? I haven't been able to contact them.
No, I've never seen them, sorry. But if you do, could you tell them to mow their lawn?
What are we looking for?
You may want to bring in a structural engineer. It isn't my expertise, but a neighbor mentioned shifting from tremors.
Still, that doesn't explain what's going on.
Do you feel the breeze, Donahue?
Yeah. Over there's a gap in the wall.
Good thing you've had all your shots.
We said I had a way with animals.
Hey, we're gonna make it through this.
Hey, Kelly, how you doing?
Exhausted, but we're fine.
Yeah, we're feeling better.
I'm glad to hear it.
Oh, man. Did I really do all this?
Apparently you did.
God, I don't remember a thing. When is this going to stop? I'm scared.
Donahue, do you read? What's your 20? Donahue? Donner, come in.
We're in the basement. Possible code red. Repeat, possible code red.
Stay here.
He just collapsed and started having a reaction.
Code red. Donahue's down.
Stay back! I can feel it on my skin. Oh my God, the sound! It sounds crimson, so crimson. It tastes too bright.
Ray? Ray, it's us.
Too red. Stay back! Stay back! It's got me too.
Case file update, 1740 hours. Still no evidence to suggest how this phenomenon is being transferred. Team chemist Sandra Miles will compare the Tanner blood samples with those drawn from security coordinator Ray Donahue.
I've got it. Blood works back from headquarters.
Do you have an ETA?
About time.
Damn. There's nothing. There's no traces of any foreign substances.
Wait a minute. What did Donahue say before he went down?
It was something about colors.
He said, sounds crimson, tastes red.
Could be synesthesia.
I'll run an ultraviolet filter on the samples. Sergic acid diethylamide?
LSD?
Exactly. Sometimes when you're on it, your senses can blur. You hear colors and taste sounds.
Why didn't we pick up the drug before?
It must have metabolized completely before our full tox screen caught it. You see, the Tanners have it also.
We relied on the family doctor's report for the initial analysis, right? They must have done a very basic drug test and missed it too.
It still doesn't explain the violent behavior.
If you don't know that you've ingested the drug, you can panic under its effects.
So they were having bad trips. Now we just need to find the mode of transference.
Oh, they could have picked it up a dozen different ways. The most common is absorption through the skin.
We should check everything in the house.
Well, if we use a UV illuminator, we'll be able to pick up any traces on a scan.
Let's run full environmentals on the house again. 0200 hours, day 4. We're undertaking a full reassessment of all environmental tests, but now we have a more specific target to look for, LSD. In its pure state, the drug should register as fluorescent on our scans. Start ultraviolet illumination. Okay, let's see what we can find.
We have your video feed now, Connor.
Moving through the front of the house.
We're picking up something to the west. That would be...
The dining room, I copy. Proceeding into the room. Wait a second.
Our readings have just risen substantially.
Affirmative. My readings concur. Looks like our feline friend here's the perpetrator.
The damn cat is toxic?
It makes sense, Ray. The cat could be the common denominator.
All three subjects came in contact with it prior to their aberrant behavior.
Looks like we found our mode of transference.
Okay. How'd the cat come in contact with the chemical?
Horoscope probe in progress. Visuals up momentarily.
Homes in this block share the same roofs, piping other structural elements. Shifts in the foundations from earthquakes and tremors made for some kind of crawl space, big enough for a cat anyway.
We're clear.
What do you make of that?
It's a drug lab.
Apparently, the cat found its way into the drug lab and was contaminated with highly concentrated dosages of a chemical in its raw, liquid state. Anyone who came into contact with the cat's fur was contaminated with LSD. Ironically, cats are unaffected by LSD, just as humans do not respond to catnip. The manufacturers of the illegal drug were arrested and charged. The Tanners have remained together and report no further incidents of aberrant behavior. Case Manager Connor Doyle, closing file number 67102.
So the devil Paul and Kelly Tanner fought was not a demon of ancient superstition, but one created by pharmaceutical technology. Fear and paranoia, however, often coupled with a strong religious element, are relatively common responses to psychotropic drugs. A remarkable example might be the hysteria of the Salem witch hunts of 1692, which some historians propose was caused by the ingestion of ergot fungus, the derivative being LSD. Scientific investigation offered the Tanners a conventional explanation of the events in their home, but to Paul and Kelly, that there was a rational cause did not make their visions any less terrifying, any less real.
What a bloody useless waste of time that party was.
Now, dear, you've always told me it's the price of doing business.
Price of doing business. Next time I see that Ralphie Fennick and his stuck-up business partners, I'd like to put my loafer off his backside.
Try and keep at least one eye on the road.
Did you see that?
What?
Up ahead on the road. I could have sworn... Are we expecting a storm tonight?
The road, dear. Watch the road.
Out of the way.
Good Christ! The car! Na crack them on and bricking war. What's your problem? All right. Where be I now? Are you deaf or something? In the name of God!
Time travel. It's a concept that captivates our imaginations. For science fiction writers, time travelers are usually depicted as courageous adventurers, willing to conquer an unknown future or alter a troubled past. But what of the ordinary man, snatched from his own time and thrown into an unfamiliar future, there to be tortured by the loss of his family and tormented by a strange and threatening world? Within 36 hours after the discovery of a disoriented man in the English countryside, the Office of Scientific Investigation and Research was on site attempting to determine whether his ravings were the delusions of a madman or the desperate pleas of a reluctant traveler, a man out of time.
number 10103, Connor Doyle, case manager, day 1. Subject found wandering on a road in Spotswood, Bedfordshire County, England. Preliminary evaluation by Dr. Robert Steen led him to transfer the patient to the McMartin Institute, a local psychiatric facility. Upon reviewing the police report and the subject's statement, Dr. Steen contacted the OSIR.
Professor Doyle, I presume?
Dr. Steen?
Welcome to the McMartin Institute.
I appreciate your cooperation. We'll need a complete list of everyone here who's had contact with the subject, the police reports, clothes, personal effects.
Whatever you require.
According to Dr. Steen's report, the subject is stable but confused. He can apparently communicate in English, but the dialect is obscure. Ms. Donner will have to identify its origin.
I've read Steen's report. This, who's he saying he is?
Hanrahan.
Hanrahan. His story isn't clear.
It's quite simple. Mr. John Hanrahan purports to have been on his farm 1 minute and facing a metal beast the next.
Metal beast?
An automobile, a couple driving home.
The Boswells. Their statement wasn't very extensive. We'll have to talk to them as well.
Let's check it out. Hopefully we haven't come a long way for nothing.
Mr. Hanrahan, we want to help you.
I beg of you, whatever manner of apparition that it be, please, I am a spotted nightmare. Return me to my rightful home.
Mr. Hanrahan, we must ask you some questions.
I will know and explain what has happened.
Donner, can you identify the dialect?
It's close to Irish, but there's something missing. Please, sir, could you slow it down a bit? Speak more slowly.
I wants to know what happened to me.
We were driving home from Hertfordshire. It was rather late, about
Like something one
2
sees in those farm museums. I believed it to be a great act until he became hysterical.
We had no
screaming
identification
in
of
that
any
accent.
kind. We did a background check on him, found no record of the man at all. No fingerprint matches, no missing person matches. Even did a check for dental records. Strangest thing, he had
Does make sense.
I mean, everyone has dental records.
He was quite consistent over several interviews. It isn't every day that a man appears claiming to be from the 17th century.
What is your name? I be John Hanrahan of Bedfordshire, sir.
And what is your current age?
I am 5 and 30 years.
Where do you live?
My farm be near the town of Spotswood.
Date of birth?
I was born 5 April in the year of our Lord, 1612.
How did you get here?
I do not know that, sir. God help me. God help me.
Physiological tests on the subject reveal no trace of modern bacteria or synthetic antibodies in his system.
That's remarkable.
It's not impossible. If he's from a remote region of the Earth, his system could be this clean. Peter?
There's no environmental anomalies in the area. There's no hazardous waste. There's no toxic gases. There's no abnormal concentrations of energy fields. It's all clear.
Ms. Donner?
The subject's accent and speech patterns are unusual. It's not Irish, as it turns out. In reviewing the tapes, we've concluded that the speaker is either from a remote area of the Cotswold Uplands, or he has language patterns inherent to a Bedfordshire farmer from the 1600s.
Interesting.
There's more. According to local archives, a farmer by the name of John Hanrahan did exist in Spotswood between 1612 and 1647.
The subject could have had access to this information?
It would have taken some work, but
So the probability of a hoax remains high.
as we've discussed, I'm starting a covert investigation into the local homesteads in the area, try to cross-reference the archival findings.
Good. Dr. Hendricks?
He's still quite distressed. Repeated DEP testing was required to interpret his psychodynamics, but All the data we've collected so far backs up the subject's story.
What about regressive hypnosis results?
No luck yet. Haven't been able to get him to relax enough for pre-conscious state.
Do whatever it takes to put him under. File number 10103, Case Manager Connor Doyle, Day 4, 0700 hours. Regressive hypnosis may reveal what happened to the subject on the night in question.
Tell me, what do you see?
Me farm. I must clear the path.
Why?
The tree has fallen from the storm.
When was the storm?
The night last.
What is it?
A light.
Tell me what's happening. What do you see?
Just like a pebble in the water, but there'd be no water. It surrounds me. Help me. Help me.
Please continue.
It has vanished. My house, my family is gone.
What do you see?
I'm in my field. But all looks different. Bright light. Where am I? Where am I?
We really appreciate you taking the time, Mrs. Lester. This is a very important project for the university's Historical Society.
Always glad to help maintain our heritage. The main house was built in 1809.
And prior to that, what was here?
Just farmland. Tea?
Yes, thank you. It's remarkable, Professor Doyle. It's him.
You mean you think it's him?
Point taken. Shall we maintain our cover?
Don't tip them off just yet. Find out what you can about the family history. Hold on. The genealogical trace report indicates the Lesters are the descendants of one John Hanrahan.
This is my daughter, Megan. And I found the family tree you asked for.
If I may ask, who's the rather striking figure in that portrait?
That would be Sir Stuart Leicester. It was painted by a local artist in 1731. Sir Stuart established the first barley mill in this region in 1702 and was knighted by Queen Anne.
And who were Sir Stuart's parents?
Well, Sir Stuart's mother, Regina, was orphaned at the age of 7 after her father disappeared and her mother died of consumption. She was raised by an aunt.
You wouldn't happen to know the name of her father, the one who went missing?
Oh, he didn't go missing. He ran off, apparently to America.
Really?
Now, Megan, that's just folklore. The truth is that no one knows why John Hanrahan left his family.
He's exhibiting all the symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. He doesn't even comprehend what may have happened to him.
But he is starting to trust you.
Absolutely.
I got the lab report here on the subject's clothes and personal effects. They appear to be authentic, but not vintage.
What are you saying?
I'm saying the fibers match the fibers of the period, but they haven't aged more than 5 or 10 years.
That would be difficult to do.
It might be possible. I'm going to talk to Mrs. Lester myself, explain our situation. I'll try to get the family's cooperation.
This is absurd.
I know how this sounds, Mrs. Lester.
Are you implying this man is actually the John Hanrahan? That's rubbish.
There is some evidence supporting his claim. What might help is a comparative DNA test.
I've heard quite enough. I think it's time for you to go.
Please, think about it. Let's dig deeper into Mrs. Lester's past. Family records, conflicts, power struggles.
Excuse me.
What is it, Megan?
I must apologize for Mother. She can be very close-minded.
You understand that we are trying to help, Megan.
Professor Doyle, this man, could he really have traveled through time?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And that DNA test you mentioned, that would help your investigation.
Yes, Megan, it would. Case file update, 1900 hours. The results of the DNA tests of the subject and a possible descendant show a consistent match.
Well, here's this coffee you've become so fond of.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Mr. Hanrahan.
Sir, call me John if you like. It'd be the name my friends call me by.
John, what do you think of everything you've seen?
I see miracles and curses. I see evil men. And I see saints.
These are religious terms you're using. Is that exactly what you see?
Quite so, sir. I know now that I be in purgatory. Limbo to either the gates of heaven or hell's damnation.
You think that you're dead?
That I have no doubt. And you, sir, are my judge. To see fit where I spend my eternity.
John,
Spare me the ruse, sir. I will do well by you, I swear to that. You are a good spirit, and you will show me my way to the angel's chorus.
But I'm not an angel, or a saint. I'm a man, a doctor.
I can tell by the very glow in your eyes that you have knowledge of the vast unknown that is man's final journey. I know you will show me the way.
This is a current map of Bedfordshire County. The transparency is a map from 1638. Now, this is Spotswood, where Hanrahan's property would likely have been, and this is where the Boswells found him.
Was the property area covered by our initial assessments?
We ran all possible on-site tests. They all came up negative. You know, it would be helpful if Mr. Hanrahan could show us the exact spot where he appeared.
Run some tests with the subject present.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
John, we need you to show us the place where you found yourself after seeing the bright light.
I do not know if I can, sir, but I will try my best.
Thank you, John.
You be testing me again, sir? I shall win over your favor if it take 1,000 years.
John, you are not dead, and I'm not the guardian of the heavenly gates. Do you understand? We are... I'm trying to help you.
You already have.
Still reading baseline levels.
Thank you, Professor. Biophysical readings?
Blood pressure and heart rate accelerated, body temperature raised. All indicators appear normal.
This is my land, my home. I built this dovecote with my own two hands. I know it well. there's nothing more we can do here.
Then I failed then. All is lost.
John, wait! Come back! Take me!
Come along, Mr. Hanrahan. I'm sorry.
All geophysical scans are negative. There's no displacement of matter or time in the estate.
Any theories?
Well, that's hard to say. Subconsciously, he could have transported his corporeal state subatomically from one point to another. Psychokinetic vortex theory.
What about corporeal duplication, a form of reincarnation? Through subconscious compulsion, he gains an ethereal awareness of a past life and synthesizes it into his current one.
We just don't have the evidence to support a scientific theory. And since we don't know how to return him to his home if he is from the past, we have an obligation to help him adjust.
Hanrahan is still suffering from some highly traumatic experience. Our focus should be counseling. I'd like to see him moved to some friendlier surroundings.
I'll take it up with headquarters.
This news should lift his spirits.
He'll be only too glad to leave this dungeon behind. Do you want to lock the door?
Code Red, get a team up here. Code Red, over.
File number 10103. Professor Connor Doyle, final case log. An autopsy was performed on the body, supporting the theory that John Hanrahan lived nearly 400 years ago. Cell structure, stomach enzyme analysis, and blood count are consistent with that of a 17th century adult male. As for how he came to appear in our present, we can only speculate that he encountered a phenomenon which instantaneously brought him forward in time. This phenomenon, whatever it may be, remains unidentified.
They're good children.
Doyle out.
I miss them.
And your wife?
Oh, Marianne. My sweet, precious Marianne. She had the bluest eyes, sir. Oh, how I long to see me farm again. To watch my children play. My sweet Marianne. Will I ever see you again?
The Office of Scientific Investigation and Research discovered no conclusive evidence of how John Hanrahan's unhappy journey occurred. But if, as the work of Einstein, Rosen, and Hawking suggests, the fabric of space and time is one which can be bent, then perhaps he was unlucky enough to stumble through a compressed fold in that fabric. Whatever the reason, Hanrahan's tragic experience is a disturbing antidote to science fiction's premise that time travel is an exciting and glorious adventure. I'm Dan Aykroyd for SciFriday.
Kmart celebrates Christmas in America with Memorex P120 VHS videotape. The quality you need at the price you want. $3 each.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
You just said the magic words, now look what you did. And look what Toys R Us has for the universe this season. Introducing Monstroid, one of Mattel's masters of the universe. When he gets wound up, watch out. Also new from Mattel, get a $2 rebate on the disc-hurling Blaster Hawk. Wow. And a big $6 rebate on Eternia playset with motorized tram, elevator, and a real mode.
It's the world's biggest Toys R Us. Go! Who's there?
The taste of nuts and honey, Mr. Scrooge.
Better things to do.
But Mr. Scrooge, Honey Nut Cheerios, it's Christmas.
Customary gruel will suffice, thank you.
Yeah, but Honey Nut Cheerios blends golden honey and crunchy nuts.
I said, did you say honey and nuts?
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
So, hope you guys had fun this week. I know I had fun putting this show together. I'm always on the lookout for new shows and hopefully post credits. So hang in there, go through the credits, and I'm going to hide a show in there if YouTube will allow it. So keep an eye back there. And we're going to do the rundown, as always. Remember, Mondays at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, Group Therapy TV. It's going to be choppy going until after the holidays. But if I can get a guest, I will bring you a show. So, and every Thursday, Talk and Roll on the Talk and Roll channel with Hawk and the Captain. You can see my buddy Hawk over there and me. Go check out Hawk at his own channel, Hawk and Load. You're watching SciFridays right now, every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then the beast, the monster that is Saturday Morning Serials, every Saturday at 7:30ish, because, you know, I like throwing that extra little cartoon in there. So I want to be, I guess, kind of serious for a moment here. I know the holidays can be tough on all of you guys and me. Sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have bad days. I want you to know, Captain is always here. If you need me, message me. If I can be there for you guys, I will. For you guys that have reached out to me, if I have a bad day or when I've been sick or whatever, you have no clue how much that means to me. That you guys care. I mean, you're my... You know, my show family. You know, you're here every weekend, and I'm here talking to you guys. Even when I can only be on for a few minutes, I will chit chat and talk when I can, and it's so fun hanging out with you guys and talking when I can. You know, Johnny, Autumn, Newfie, Maddie, you know, Black Phoenix, 41054, Rabbit, Swamp. You guys are great. Little heads up, Johnny, I'm going to let you know now. Vince's gift is ordered, so thank you so very much. We're buying him an electronic one. He's not here, so I can say that. I'm buying him an electronic drum kit so I can turn it down or turn it off so he can just beat on it and get practice. So thank you so much, man. That will totally make his day. As a matter of fact, when we're airing this, when I'm recording this, I should get it tomorrow. So, thank you. And I want to thank all you guys who have dropped in on Patreon. I am now dropping episodes to Patreon for paid Patreon subscribers for uncut episodes of Saturday Morning Serial, so you can drop in there and check out stuff that YouTube has cut. So, on that note, I'm going to say thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Patreon, if you want to help us out, that helps us a lot. Helps me pay for the computer, the microphone, the services I use, the and my Zoom app, all that fun stuff. I appreciate it. It helps me pay the bills. And you guys are great and awesome. And on that note, I'm going to say I want you all to take care, and I'll see y'all there. Captain out. Bye.
The truth must come out, Eccleston.
Then out it shall come. Genetic manipulation is activated. There's now only one irrevocable destiny. How do you feel?
I feel power surging.
Good. That's the time you have to complete the mission. Just under 2 hours.
I will not fail.
Lily.
We're at war.
No, it was only when I did my PhD that I became interested in genetics.
Fly, baby, fly.
And later...
I'm sorry. I'm sure you're discussing something very important, Professor Renfrew.
Excuse me, do I know you?
But I know you. You've been conducting advanced clinical research on the more obscure groupings of the human genome grid. I read your paper on the subtle variances of long muscle elasticity. Brilliant. Listen to me run on. Do any of you know where the washroom is?
I think it's over there.
Or would you mind escorting me?
No, of course not. Yeah.
I don't believe it. The most brilliant geneticist taking me to the ladies' room.
He's not so damn brilliant. Yeah, just so damn lucky.
Please swipe credited through slot to use laboratory.
God, who are you? You are so beautiful. What are you doing?
The Divinity Cluster.
How do you know about the Divinity Cluster?
Did Mummy tell you about the real nightmares when she tucked you in?
No!
You will never suppress the Divinity Cluster!
The azimuth projection horizon is offline.
Just follow the targeting grid, okay? You're doing fine. Ease up on the forward vectors.
Transutopia, you are deviating from standard approach path.
That's tulip to you, buddy.
Eyes on the prize, young lady. Attention control. Navigation systems confirm lock.
Affirmative, Transutopia. We reach systems compatibility at 100%.
Affirmative? I don't know.
You gotta learn this. Just keep it steady.
Oh, God, not now.
What? What'd I do?
Behold hell's spawn.
What are you doing here, Montana?
Hey, Rudolfo.
I ordered you to the Oulette colony.
Couldn't make that run. Drivetrain's offline. We gotta make repairs. I already told you all this.
You still haven't done your repairs. You still owe me 4 years back rent.
It's 4 years to you. It's 3 weeks to us. We're on the high end of the late curve.
Relativity is a damn lousy excuse for not paying your bills.
Captain, there's interference.
Don't pull the interference crap on me again. Not now. Not when we can talk in real time. Montana!
Attention, Transutopia. Final docking protocols into dry docking AE-35 are now under our control. Stand down, all ship-side command instructions.
About time.
Good job.
Oh.
Carvaggio. If the captain's looking for me, tell him I'm off ship. Personal business.
Understood.
Look at you, you great Jesse.
That's the best you got, Mac?
Come on, you big girl's blouse. Curse him that first cries enough.
Come on, McDuff. Enough?
It's good to see you again, lad. Been far too long.
Not long enough, you old prick.
I'm breaking protocol being here.
I just wanted to see you. That's all. I was hoping to do it outside of all this.
Outside of all this, I am all this, Lucretia.
Just worry about you, that's all. Being all alone.
It's irrelevant worrying about me. Since your mother's death,
Of course, it's all irrelevant except for this mission. I'm supposed to be a gatherer, find evidence of what I haven't more than a clue.
How's my favourite goddaughter, Percy? She's still a firecracker her uncle never was.
All that and more.
There's greatness in her. Mark my words. Do you care for a dram of vintage mist? 99.
Vintage antifreeze.
Right now, I'm sitting in the lost column.
Hey, you need money, no problem. The right crew with us.
Might have to take you up on that. I lost my ship last month to raider bastards. An ambush at the Melodious colony.
I talked to Rudolpho. I'll cut you in for a part of my share. What do you need the money for? Gambling debts?
We live in strange and wondrous times, Montana. Rules barely exist, but there are certain inevitabilities, certain realities we can't avoid, even yet.
Hey, if you don't want to tell me, that's fine. Don't tell me. I don't care.
It's cancer, you wee pup. You believe that? A brain tumor. Inoperable.
You mad? No.
We've conquered this solar system, but we hear the C word and we all start to quiver. I see it in your face. I see it in mine.
isn't it wonderful? Of all the civilized worlds, you end up here, now.
I'm here by sheer blind luck.
Destiny, Lucretia. Destiny. All this is about origins and destiny.
Do you have any jacks?
You know this really isn't fair. Conte always makes me stay on board.
No sulking. You now have to supervise the repairs.
That are not supposed to start until tomorrow.
You're responsible for the ongoing maintenance of the ship. Besides, I like your company. Do you have any tens?
Oh, this sucks.
Come back! I was about to fish you out.
Hey, what happened to you?
Oh, not much. Just ran into an old friend. Someone.
An old friend, huh? That must have been nice for you.
Yes, it was.
I don't have any old friends. Because to have an old friend, you have to have a friend. And I'm not going to make any friends because you never let me off the ship.
Oh, come on, Percy. We're here for a refit. If it has to do with the tulip, you're the best. You know that.
So can I get off the ship?
No.
Can I get off the ship?
No, I need you here, Percy.
Oh, okay. Maybe I can get off the ship, though?
Oh, come on, Percy.
Okay, thanks.
Percy! Percy, come on back here!
Humans have 100,986 genes. For decades, we knew exactly what each and every single one of them were responsible for. But a start and discovery was made 3 years ago. And the last sequence of genes were being decoded. 4 new genes were detected. Unique unlike human genes at all. Now, we believe that the 4 genes were implanted into our species.
An alien intelligence.
Some non-human species introduced an alien genetic imprint into our own. For what ultimate end remains a mystery. Perhaps we're being monitored. Eccleston, our most brilliant geneticist, discovered the alien gene cluster. He claimed he knew the true purpose of the alien genes. We need you to find him.
You do understand what needs to be done. His hollow pitch has been posted at every spaceport. He can't get off the moon. Here. Tracking device. Adjusted to Eccleston's specific genetic blood type. The man's an academic. He couldn't hurt a fly. Easy money.
Is he dangerous?
Extremely erratic. We need to control him.
You referred to this new group of genes as a cluster.
That's right. Eccleston named them the Divinity Cluster. He joked that if we were able to unlock the secret of the genes, we'd become gods.
Aha! There stands the one accused.
That's him. Guilty as charged.
What's going on?
I hear you have this poor lass under house arrest. Bound and gagged at every turn for no reason except to feed your pathetic need for blind obedience.
Hold on.
He's trying to keep me a child.
Not again. Come on, Percy.
Max said he'd take me out. Actually, he said he'd escort the fair Percy about the fabled moonport.
Don't you have things to do?
Of course I do. My plate's always full. But to escort my favourite goddaughter to see the sights and sounds be a pleasure and an honour.
Don't you have things to do around here?
Your prayer crews already know exactly what to do. I've taken care of everything. I swear.
Captain. On my way. All right, go. Fine. Back by 1700.
Thank you. It's best.
You'll be fine. Trust me.
I bet. What are they offering for his capture?
100,000 credits, all free and clear.
What about Rodolfo?
This offer is exclusive to this crew with the provision that no questions are asked.
Rudolpho's our boss, but fine, screw him. Where do we find this perp?
He's here on the moon, trying to get off.
What did he do?
I don't know, but the warrant is legal and I've been assured he isn't dangerous.
We do need the money.
What about the operation?
Yes, the operation. What dear sweet Lily sacrificed herself for. The solar system will know of humanity's true destiny.
Oh! Are you all right?
One veggie hot dog for the lady. Anything for you, Michelle?
Watching the figure.
Thanks, McDuff.
See you, Seth.
Hey, McDuff. Oh, you sure know a lot of interesting people.
Always been blessed that way.
This is amazing.
The full human tapestry with all its warts and glory. A rich, endless banquet. Never boring.
I have the most boring life in the world because my uncle's a jerk.
Now listen here, Missy. Your uncle has seen more pain and grief than any man should endure. This you know.
I know.
He lost his wife and son in the same raid that took your parents, but he never left you, never gave you up, did he?
No, you're right. I'm sorry. Good speech, by the way.
I know he can seem thoughtless and uncaring, but... Well. The heavens are opening.
Oh, yeah?
You stay there.
What are we doing here?
We're having fun. Easy money, lass. Now stay there. Gotcha. You're a very popular man. Wanted by the high and mighty. Turn around.
Look, you don't understand.
You wouldn't believe how often I've heard that. Let's go.
He has no shoes on.
I don't care. I'm a bounty hunter. Now stand back.
Neurogenetic probes making their way to your spine.
Oh, you clown.
Programmed to numb first your hands, then arms, legs, speech.
Are you okay?
I can't feel my hands.
Take me to your ship.
No way. It's reverse what you did here.
First the ship.
Well, our ship happens to be in dry dock right now, so we won't be going anywhere.
Oh, I'm not going far. His legs are next. You ready to carry him?
See, man, access all files on Luke.
What exactly are you asking?
Don't question a direct order, Mr. C.
Understood. Accessing. Just what's always been here. Her schooling, military record, old news.
Something's not right here. We doing this perp, Luke?
Yeah, let's do it.
Percy has returned with guests.
Guests?
Uninvited, I'm afraid.
Is she okay?
Affirmative, Captain.
What's going on? You all right?
I'm fine. Macduff's not.
I can't feel my legs.
He shot him in the neck.
What'd you shoot him with?
Unless you want his heart to stop, I suggest we depart immediately.
Get him. Come on, Mac.
All dead. Good, he's on his way.
Tulip clear of docking berth.
Proceed to bay doors.
Hard to breathe.
Restoring control on drive A.
On my mark.
Vectoring rockets online.
Hold on, Mac.
Trans-Utopian, you're not authorized to decouple. Stand down immediately.
Negative, Control. We have a hostage situation. We cannot comply. All right, we're through. Take care of McDuff.
First, set a course for...
No, we're not setting any courses. Caravaggio, maintain us on this curve.
Captain.
We should all have friends like you.
What are you doing?
Recalibrating the second wave of neuro nanoprobes. You do want me to help him, don't you? Of course you do. His sensations will re-emerge in reverse order. And by the way, your tumor is gone. I'd appreciate you charting a course to where it all began.
Earth.
Home sweet home. There is a tale to tell. Do carry on.
What was that?
I don't know what just happened. Where'd he go? Luke, why did you let him go?
I didn't let him go.
I don't know what's going on, but you better pick him up.
I'm on it.
Mac, are you all right? You said your tumor's gone. Can that be?
Okay, what tumor? You have a tumor?
It's nothing. It's just a bloody magician's trick.
So why didn't you tell me you had a tumor?
I don't have to tell you everything.
You should tell me if you have a tumor.
We've locked onto his coordinates. He won't escape.
The Orchard will have to choose whether it's time to reveal everything or continue the suppression.
The Orchard has already decided.
He's injected one of the crew with something, and I don't know what...
The crew members of no consequence. Eccleston's capture supersedes everything.
Just like you, Darius.
I locked that door.
You and the Orchard are willing to sacrifice everything, yet you see nothing. The blind leading the blind. You're coming with me on the shuttlecraft.
No, I'm not. And we're nowhere near Earth's orbit.
Really? Perhaps you should check that.
Caravaggio, current status on the curve.
In final approach to Earth orbit.
But how can that be?
I'm not sure. Must be a systems
Look,
failure.
I'm
Caravaggio, where is he?
Unusual magnetic fluctuation readings in the Shuttle Bay area. Captain, what happened?
How the hell should I know, damn it?
Still too human.
Why are they after you? What did you do? Why are you so dangerous to them?
I know a little secret.
What's that?
You know what it is already. We've all known since the day we were born. We've just been unaware.
You always talk like a jerk.
I suppose I do. I can assure you I pose no threat to you or your crew.
Captain, we have a problem. An Earth interceptor has targeted us.
Power surge, source unknown.
Shuttle bay doors opening. Shuttle B is deployed.
Shuttle deployed? How? Why? What the hell is going on here?
Lucas aboard. Shuttle is descending into Earth atmosphere.
We just left lunar orbit. On screen.
Holy moly, we just did hyperspace travel.
Yeah.
Where have you come from? Identify yourself.
Get here?
Unidentified craft. Respond. You have not received clearance.
Coordinates! Locked at 109.66 by 83.17. How did you do that?
Now, you have not received clearance. I repeat, you have not received clearance.
Darius is in grave danger. He refuses to see what is plain. It's blind to what is obvious.
Why do you keep talking like that? And why exactly are they after you?
Caravaggio, do you have a lock on the shuttle coordinates?
Affirmative. It is heading to coordinates 109.66 by 83.17, New Los Angeles.
Is there another shuttle aboard?
Are you kidding? We can barely keep this one going.
Prepare to deliver escapee. This is Black Omega, Interceptor 900. Stand down immediately.
Whoa. Robotic Black Omega 900 series. It's the best.
This is Captain Dante Montana. On whose authority are you?
Failure to comply immediately will result in the use of lethal force.
He's firing! Caravaggio, arm the disabler.
Hold that. Caravaggio, take us down to the shuttle's coordinates.
The tulip's not designed for lower atmosphere maneuvering.
I know what the tulip was designed for. We have to save Luke.
Oh. Whoa. Oh, let me fire a contact torpedo at him.
Listen to her, Montana. She's got more fire in her belly than you have.
Stabilize our descent first. Hold steady, Caravaggio.
Steady as she goes.
This is your final
Captain,
warning.
descent is stabilized.
Percy, fire on them.
Yes. About time.
Let loose the hounds of war!
Unbelievable. I've never seen it before.
They never recovered from the killer earthquake of 56.
They just left it like they ruined the rest of the Earth.
The situation is completely under control.
No. The situation is far from under control. Eccleston clearly has allies. I appeal to the Orchard to use whatever means at our disposal to eradicate him.
No. Eccleston holds the key to our work. He must be captured alive and convinced that our way is the best way to save humanity.
It seems some of us have mixed loyalties. Don't worry. We'll protect your daughter.
Voting will commence now.
Why am I helping you?
I'm running out of time. Please.
Eccleston is not to be taken alive.
You're here. We have to hurry. They're in their way.
Of course they are. They only think one way.
Faster, Caravaggio.
I'm sorry, but this is as fast as the ship can tolerate.
What are you people? What is all this?
Waivers, my dear. Can't join us.
No.
They're coming.
Buy me some time. Computer, access broadcast code. Alia Yacta Est. Initiate transmission. humanity. There is a tale to tell. A story that is in each and every one of us. That story is the Divinity Cluster.
Shut him down.
Get him off my screens!
He's somehow overridden every security control. I cannot stop his broadcast.
Great, now I have to listen to his dribble. How close are we?
Approaching their landing site.
Hurry.
This is your fault.
Perimeter secured.
Situation response force. Locate target.
We've got the transmitter. He's off the air.
It is our birthright and our ultimate destiny. The cluster was intended to free us, to release us from the chains of this existence. But there are those who would deny you what is rightfully yours. Resist that. Never forget. The cluster is in all of us. Witness the power of the Divinity Cluster!
Are you all right?
I think so.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Whoa.
You had Eccleston, and you let him go. The Orchard will remember your incompetence.
Kiss my haggis.
Well, Mac. Look at you, playing both sides, huh? Taking money from me and those bastards? Like winning the lottery, huh?
Come on. Just trying to make a few credits. It's business.
Uh-huh. Did you tell Percy?
Why?
She has a right to know.
Know what? That her godfather is a liar and a cheat and was ready to have his fingers in both tills? Ah, grow up. Haven't it been listening to me all these years?
You are placed with a bounty hunter because of the nature of his work. We believe that the alien intelligence twice prompted human evolution. We also believe that they left clues as to the true intent of the Divinity Cluster. You are among a select few gatherers who, because of your travels, must seek and find that evidence.
I'm just not sure that if I do find anything, it'll be good news for anybody.
Well, some secrets must be revealed.
Are you in danger?
I have enemies, but I also have powerful allies.
So, we didn't get to talk much last time, and so I was wondering if maybe we could do dinner.
I know I've been cold. Maybe it's my curse. The good Lord knows your mother tried to change me.
mission, Lucretia.
So, no dinner.
Negative.
Scan this part.
We did. There is no sign of a tumor. There is nothing wrong with him. I could scan his liver if you like. I'm sure we'd find something interesting there.
Enough. Doesn't do a man any good to see inside himself like this.
Maybe he never had a tumor. Maybe he never had a tumor.
Oh, lassie, will you let it go? Whatever happened, it's done.
So you gonna stay with us or what?
Ah, Percy. That would be sweet. But I fear your uncle has seen enough of my pretty face.
You don't have a pretty face.
Montana, you can drop me off at the moon if you'd be so kind.
Can do. Unless you'll be wanting another thrashing.
Oh, well, I assume you're back in your puny threat with your even punier fists.
Oh, dog, you will never learn.
I can take it. I can take it.
Are you fighting? Or are you? Dance.
You're on.
Come on, you dance with your gun. Come on, you idiot.
They say the universe is full of noise and chaos. What I know is my son was stolen. That's all I care about. To find Travis. Only thing I want to know.
On the next start.
I might want to see you smile. I might want to see you in different ways.
You can look at me any way you want.
I'm passing sentence now. And I say it's a slow death in the sun.
They're going back to the ship and she's alone. I can't lose her. Do you understand me?
Listen to me. Don't listen to him. Do you trust me, Percy?
Do not touch the manual override.